Hey, good morning from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International from Houston, Texas, United States of America. Yay! Can't take your slogans no more. We can't take your slogans no more. No more PDP. No more APC. No more ADC. Hey, all over the streets. Confusing the people. While your ashford is burning our tired feet. I see borders and barriers, separation all the time, separation of the refugees in their home countries. Oh, when will we be free? Yeah, we can take your slogans no more. APC can't take your slogans no more. PDP, we can't take your slogans no more. Now they bring ADC. Oh Lord. No more sweet talks from the puppets. No more sweet talk from the hypocrites. Can't take your slogans no more. Can't take your slogans no more. We can't take your slogans no more. From the pulpits, no more sweet talks. From the terrorists, no more sweet talks. From the hypocrites, no more sweet talks. From the bandits, no more sweet talks. From the slave masters, no more sweet talks. From the vampires, no more sweet talks. From the terrorists. Yay! All right. Good afternoon, good evening from Houston, Texas, United States of America. It is 4:49 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is 10:49 p.m. West African Time or Nigerian Time. 5:49 p.m. Eastern Standard and 2:49 p.m. Pacific, United States of America. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the CEO of ONN and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International, and also the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite. Yes, good evening, the people of the world, and I hope you are having a great Friday. We thank you for always being part of us. And as a ritual, what we do when we come in, we welcome our new subscribers new visitors to the ONN channel. Yes, one of the fastest growing organically driven channel here on YouTube. Thank you very much for making it happen. Without you, we won't be nowhere. We encourage all those who are visiting us for the very first time to subscribe. Hit this subscription button, and then and then also the notification button, so that whenever we come on a stream, you'll be one of the very first to be notified. And if you are a returning member and a returning subscriber who wants to deepen our relationship by being supportive financially to what we do, taking cognizance of the time we put into it, and our effort to reach a larger audience, and all the good things we do in Nigeria and Africa, and hopefully, we're going to be starting, something to impact people here in the United States and everywhere on earth. Remember, this is a global channel. This is a global movement. So everybody is welcome on board. You don't have to be an African. You don't have to be a Nigerian to be part of what we are doing. What we are doing is to do whatever we can to promote global peace, global security, and global justice for all. Peace through justice is what we preach. So don't be a stranger. And we love everybody. We love humanity. We detest hate. We are not driven by hate, mischief, jealousy, bigotry, and hypocrisy. We don't tolerate racism because we don't know race. We are a people without boundaries. So we will appreciate if you don't do anything that is racist here. We will not condone it, and we will not support it. What we are here for is to look for solution to the myriad of global problems, starting from Nigeria, Africa, and around the world. So thank you very much, all those who are joining us. Rashid, Rehad, thank you. Snyder, good morning. How are you from wherever you are? Thank you very much. Fire Song. Chukwemeka Charles Agbarakwe, thank you very much for joining. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Victoria Aina from Nigeria. We are so happy to have you here. So please do us a favor. ZTube, hey, pleasure here. Pleasure is ours. We are so happy to be part of that you are part of what we are doing here. And what we are doing is to enlighten our people, show them they are right, and then we listen to listen to constructive criticism because we want to get better. We don't know everything by ourselves, so we need people who will challenge us constructively, to do better. Those who can be of help, to us. We build network. We help people, those who are in desperate need of one type of help or the other. Yes. Zed, okay, from Ethiopia. Yes. Yeah. All right, good to hear from you, Zed, man. And Grosso from Ukraine. All right, what's going on in Ukraine? Okay. Today I was going to talk about the world as a whole, but something more pressing came that I needed to address about what is taking place in Nigeria. And again, like I always tell people, whatever problem we have in Nigeria, I'm sure it exists in another form, maybe with another name somewhere else. So when you hear Nigeria, put your country there and see and apply to what is taking place in your country. So we solve problems. We inspire solution. Yes. So, and I'm going to quickly run through a few things that we have gone through during the week, right? And looking at my Facebook account, things that we have done. And we welcome people. Like, I am the convener of Open Nigeria. Open Nigeria is an ideology. The people of Nigeria are understanding that the country is for them all and not for a few persons who have had the country in a lockdown. All right? So Open Nigeria simply means free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunity to all Nigerians to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to their abilities and levels of competency in a non-threatening environment for the good of all. As it stands, as we speak, knowing what I know, being born in Nigeria, the country has been in a lockdown. it benefits just a few people, as a few elites holding the country down. And then to worsen it up, some elites from some parts, one part of the country, think that they can lord it over the whole of Nigeria. So Nigerians will remain in perpetual slavery with them, with their shackles in their hands. So we are telling them, no, this country belongs to us. And every Nigerian must have access to the Nigerian promise. They hate it, they don't like it. So that's the reason why we decided to create the Open Nigeria Now movement. So if you are listening to me, you are a Nigerian. It doesn't matter even you are a Nigerian or not. Any person who has conscience, who wants to do good, who wants freedom for people, you should be part of the movement. And to hook up on that movement on Facebook, you search for at Open Nigeria Now. At Open Nigeria Now. And you want to follow our ideology page, you shall follow at Open Nigeria 1. Yes, that is our ideology page. You can just click on it and then follow. And then you'll be getting all the news about what is taking place in Nigeria, our plans, and what we want to do to enlighten more Nigerians and bring them into that fold so we can build a critical mass of critically conscious Nigerians to take on that Nigerian system and break it down. And that is exactly the mission. And then the African Unite part of my movement, or the movement that I champion, is the same thing for Africa. Africa that has over 45% of the Earth's resources. Africa, populated by over 1.5 billion people, should not have the poorest people on Earth as it stands right now. Everything that drives the global economy is from Nigeria, from Africa. But sadly, Africans are at the bottom, yes, of the ladder. Yes, we are at the, there's no reason. I want someone to be able to justify to me why Africa and the African people are so poor in such a frightening number. So this is the reason why we need global justice, global peace through justice. When there is no peace in Africa, it definitely will impact other parts of the world. Why? Because the access and the supply of these critically needed mineral resources will be disrupted and will be benefiting only rogues, yes, against the poor people of the world who needs it. And this is what some imperial forces want to continue to happen to Africa, because their companies are held accountable, they are corporates in what is taking place in Africa. They are the ones who arm Africans to be killing one another, when they should be coming together to recognize who their common enemies are. And Africa that will be able to, should be able to build its own economy. And Africa that should be able to educate its own people the African way, so that they will not continue to be inferior or feel inferior to other people from around the world. Yes, they don't want that. They want us to continue to be beggars, and they steal from us and then come back and say, oh, we are giving them AIDS. We don't need no AIDS. Africa needs to enjoy the benefits of what is in Africa. Africa needs the right type of leadership that can build schools, build infrastructure, build research centers, build industries, provide for employment for its teeming youth population. Oh, yes, that is what we need right now. So that is why, if you are interested in being part of the Africa Unite program, join us at Africa Unite. Again, we are on Facebook. We are growing gradually, and in no distant time, we are going to be, spreading across Africa. So if you're an African or a friend of Africa that is here and watching me, and you want to be part of the Africa Unite consciousness, please go to Facebook right now and join. It is Africa Unite. Just put at Africa Unite, and you will see it, and then just join. That is one of those things. And then one major thing that took place during the week that I wrote something about on as it affects Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria, now listen. All right, there is something going on in Nigeria. The current government in Nigeria is an illegal government. Nobody voted for them. Some people came together, again, those people who think that they own Nigeria. They came together, emasculated the people, seized the electoral umpire. They got the army involved. They violated the constitution, and destroyed everything, scared the shit out of our people that they could not raise their finger, foisted this man on us and call it democracy. The world came, United States came, Europe came, everybody came to witness the fraud, the sham that they call the election. They only condemned it tepidly, and nothing happened afterwards. Now, here comes those who made it happen. They are Nigerians from inside Nigeria. They are from the north of Nigeria. They call themselves Northern Elders, Northern Leaders. They have this obnoxious, though false impression that they are the owners of Nigeria. And Nigerians have been asleep, watching them destroy their country for 64 years. Today, this year, on October 1st, this year, 2025, Nigeria will be officially 65 years. 65 years after independence, the country is still marching on one spot. No progress made. Economy is at its worst. The people are divided. Sectarian violence everywhere. Boko Haram has taken over a whole swath of the country's territorial space. Yes, and they are spreading in another name called Fulani Bandits down south of the country. The women and children are being raped with reckless abandon. Men and women are being abducted and kidnapped for ransom. Yes, they impose taxation on Nigerians in their soil. And it's clear our country has no direction, no leadership, the armed forces appear to be working for them. Nobody does anything to them. They will come and sack a whole village and go away scot-free. Things that never happens here in the United States. Yeah, they don't say don't do anything. You will do. But give 3 days, you are caught. Yes, all that is taking place in Nigeria. Now, those people now came. I bet their sharing formula did not rhyme with the man, the criminal, a drug dealer, certificate forger, and an identity thief. Yes, arrested here, prosecuted, and fined. He paid 400 and something, nearly 500,000 US dollars to the American government. And he was asked to leave the country. They forced him on us as president of Nigeria. Now, I don't think their sharing formula arrangement is working out. They want him out. Guess what they are trying to do? They decided to build an alliance or a coalition they call ADC. Yes, they built a coalition. They have this penchant. They have this, they want to be in charge. They want to be in control of Nigeria. 10 out of Nigerian head of state, yes, out of those who have ruled Nigeria, 10 came from there. And you know what? The poverty, when they talk about poverty in Nigeria, it is poverty in the north of Nigeria that has made Nigeria so poor. 90% of what the poverty index in Nigeria is from that part of Nigeria. Yes. Now, it doesn't look like their stooge is working in their direction. So now they decided to gang up. They want to remove him. I want to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu right as we speak this minute. Yes. But how do they operate? They operate thinking that day, they call themselves Northerners, even though they do not represent the interests of the North. They call themselves Northern elites. And then make this big for nothing that does not exist not. All right? So whenever they speak, they say like they are speaking for the North. Every other person, because of the feudalistic oligarchy, especially in the far north of Nigeria, they give the impression that they are speaking for the whole of Nigeria or the whole of that north of Nigeria. But I'm telling you, brothers and sisters who are Nigerians, if you don't listen, you won't hear. I have spent a greater part of the past 15 years exploring what is taking place in the north of Nigeria. Don't forget too, I lived in the north of Nigeria. I lived in Kano. Yes, I left with a lifetime injury. Look at my forearm. If you see this black spot there, that's a dagger stab. I was stabbed. Why? Because some people think that because they believe that I am not a Muslim or any other person who is not a Muslim should die. So they went on a rampage, slaughtered fellow Nigerians. Yes, that year was 1991. 1991. It was after that I left Nigeria. Yes, I left Kano, where I was living. Kano is a part of my country. Yes, the people there are not bad people. There are these elements who want to control Nigeria. They are the ones who mastermind all the sectarian violence. And they are the reason we are having Boko Haram. They mastermind all these killer squad that are killing Nigerians everywhere inside Nigeria. But I am telling you, Nigerian listening to me, you watching me right now that is from Nigeria, it's time. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. If you are from the east, north, west, and south, if you are a Fulani, yes, who loves justice, it is time you stood up and joined the rest of Nigeria to fight back, to hold these people accountable. The people who are destroying our country. It's not all the Fulanis. No, they are not. Not all Fulanis are bad people. It will be very wrong to come and generalize that all Fulanis are bad. But the people doing what is happening to Nigeria, those causing the confusion in Nigeria, are all Fulanis, Fulani elites, especially with ties to Osman and Fodio. They are the ones driven by that warped, violent Islamic ideology. It's time all of us united to stop them and stop their madness. And this is the reason why you should listen very carefully and attentively to what I'm saying. I don't come with hate. I love Nigeria. I left Nigeria nearly 30 years ago. But my love for Nigeria refused to die. There are a lot of people, a lot of my peers who live here, they don't want to even be bothered about Nigeria. In fact, some of them call me stupid. That I am here already. Why do you have to bother yourself about Nigeria? But blood is thicker than water. That was why I was born. And that is the reason why sometimes I get impatient with our young people in Nigeria, with the way they behave, not understanding that their country is at stake, and that some people are out there to destroy their country, and they are watching and not doing anything. It is time all of us join hands together to wrestle our country and take it back. Yes, for the sake of our own good and the sake of the good of the country and its unborn generations. Who is happy in Nigeria right now? If you know you are happy, raise your hand. Maybe perhaps you belong to the oppressive class. Yes, the less than 1% of the people holding our country hostage. Yes, you are the enemies of Nigeria. Now, these people who put Bola Ahmed Tinubu in power in 2023 against all provisions of our constitution, against everything good for humanity, they are now angry. And you know what they are doing? They are ganging up. You know the name of their gang up is ADC. Did you hear the first sound that I played? The Bob Marley sound that I played? It's a slogan. They are the reason I played that slogan. Yes. We don't want their slogans anymore. Olalekon Lasisi. All right. I did not run away from Nigeria. All right? I come to Nigeria anytime I want. And in fact, in 2019, I was in Nigeria. I ran for Senate. All right? But the Nigerian system that does not like good people, powered by people, young people like you, I believe you are angry because I have touched your tail. And yes, I'm sure you are angry. I'm sure you are one of the misguided Nigerian youths who don't understand why they exist. Yes, yes, who don't understand why they exist, who don't understand their essence in life. But I'm coming to teach you something. I will not use harsh words for you, but the words you used was bad. All right? I did not run away from Nigeria. If I ran away from Nigeria, I won't be speaking about Nigeria. All right? I am about one of the best defenders of Nigeria. Okay? So, Olalekon, I hope you will not run away because I'm going to come to you to teach you something that will wake you up and perhaps you join me. Yes. All right? Okay. Now, those people who brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu are angry. Now they want him out. They formed a fake coalition they call ADC. And I'm happy that that ADC coalition is dead. It's a dead on arrival. Why? Because of the people in it. Atiku Abubakar, a big thief. All right? A big, massive thief. Who is there? El-Rufai, a mastermind of terrorism. Who wants to deal with El-Rufai? A mastermind of terrorism. The man who infected Nigeria with mercenaries. He brought them, he recruited mercenaries into Nigeria, to come because they wanted Buhari to be president by all means at all costs. Where is Buhari now? Buhari is down below, 6 feet down. Upon all his wickedness, he is down. El-Rufai will account. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will account. One day, Atiku Abubakar will account. Atiku Abubakar, who kept quiet when 2 young Nigerians were murdered in Sokoto. They slaughtered Deborah Yakubu, burnt her to ashes. Atiku tweeted condemning the act. Within a few minutes, he deleted his tweet because his presidential ambition was on the line. So he placed higher premium on his selfish presidential ambition over the life of a young Nigerian. And you want him to be your president, you must be crazy. You must be crazy. Any person, any young Nigerian, any Nigerian for that matter, old and young, from the east, west, north, and south, that talks about Atiku as the next president of Nigeria, you are a bastard. You are a bastard. Thank you very much, Olofin. Thank you very much. Thank you. And all those who have subscribed. All right? Thank you very much. So they are ganging up to remove the criminal that they put in power. Yes, they talked about Muslim ticket instead of talking about Nigerian. They don't care about Nigeria. All they care about is themselves. They use religion to hold our people hostage. Yes, what is religion? Religion is a personal business. Now Buhari, their grand commander, is dead. Buhari will go to hell because he's not facing judgment in the sight of the Almighty God for his evil on earth. He will go to hell. He will never see paradise. Now, when he was going, did Saad go with him? Did Atiku go with him? Did El-Rufai go with him? When they were burying him, why did they not, all of them, why did they not jump in so much that they love him so much? They should have joined to be buried alive with him. Yes. Yes. If they so love him, they will have their own time. I will have my time for the work I did here. I chose to do the right thing for my country. That is why I am doing what I'm doing. That is why I am waking a new generation of Nigerians up. That is why I want to remind the newer generation of Nigerians. Those who started Nigeria did a very bad job. They did not build a foundation for the takeoff of a true nation. They were more interested in those, they want to control some people, their people from their area. Yes. Instead of coming together to build a nation. Now, before I continue, I'm going to show you something. How bad. How the people who started Nigeria did not think. I'm going to show you. So whoever wants to get angry, you can get angry. But you cannot dismiss the truth. The truth we speak is incontrovertible. The truth we speak is a truth that will be truth. for the rest and forever and ever. Listen to this from a Nigerian leader.
The type of people.
Listen.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
That is one of those Nigeria sadly recognizes as one of the founding fathers of Nigeria. Did that sound like a founding father to you? If you are an honest man, you are a Fulani, you are an Hausa, you are an Igbo man, you are a Yoruba man, you are from wherever you are in Nigeria. And those of our members of our global audience, because this channel is place host to people from around the world. Did you hear that? Hate speech from a supposed founding father of Nigeria. On day one at independence in Nigeria. Where am I going with? The subject of this discussion is about something that happened at Edo State. All right? But I'm trying to build a case in that direction. So you will see how and why Nigeria is stuck, and why Nigeria will remain stuck unless a new generation rises. And that is why I'm speaking to you, young people. I'm a 63-year-old man. Don't look at how young you think I look. Yes. All right? We cannot continue Nigeria that way. You heard what he said. The British BBC interviewer, what did you hear him say? He was so disappointed hearing this from a supposed leader of a country, a new country at independence, 1960. Why the hate? This man, Ahmadu Bello, it was who shot Nigeria in the brain. And that is what Nigeria never recovered from. Right at the beginning. So can you now see that he merited the bullet he got from Nzogu? He was a very hateful man. New country, we all became independent. The independence that was granted to Nigeria was granted to the whole of Nigeria. They did not say independence granted to the north. They did not say independence granted to the east. They did not say independence granted to the West, and they did not say independence granted to the South. The proclamation of Nigerian independence was for the whole of Nigeria, pan-Nigerian independence. Yes. This man, on day one, openly made that very hateful speech against fellow citizens of his supposed country. One country. They tell us about one Nigeria. Where is the spirit of one Nigeria in what Ahmadu Bello said? Did you see any spirit of one Nigeria? Did you see, look at his demeanor, how he looked? Did he look like a Nigerian? That man was not a Nigerian. He created mayhem inside the territory of Nigeria. It's time we turned our backs on Nigerians like that. And it's time to take our country. You heard him. That if you gave an Igbo man an opportunity to be a laborer within 1 year, you'll be aspiring to become the headsman. What is wrong with aspiring? Human beings aspire. If you have the qualities to be the best, why can't you express yourself? That is what they refuse to understand. The Igbo man is not supposed to be static in a Nigeria because you have decided to be static. Nobody should be waiting for you. We have been waiting for them. That is why Nigeria is retarded now. We've been waiting. This is a man who deliberately refused to educate the Hausa people. Remember, Ahmadu Bello was the grandson of Usman Dan Fodio. Ahmadu Bello was the grandson of Usman Dan Fodio, the violent man who invaded Hausa land and seized their lands, took everything from them, using the same methodology that they are using today to occupy villages, burn down villages. They came in the horseback then, but today they are using motorcycles. The same thing. Are you listening? Are you with me, Nigerians who are listening here? At the time, they came on horsebacks. Now they come in groups with motorcycles, ravage the cities, towns, and villages in the northeast, descended on the northwest, operating now in the north central, muffed down south at Fulani bandits. And you think it's a joke? It's an orchestration. It's a plan. It's a generational warfare against Nigeria with the intention to seize the country violently. And you are looking at me, you are watching, and you think you should not do anything. You, Mr. Isaac, I pity you. I don't know where you come from. I wish you told me which part of Nigeria you are from, so I will address your issue head on. But if you can do yourself a favor, tell me which part of Nigeria you come from. Let me tell you how vulnerable your own place is. All right? Even with all the confessional statements that have been made about their so-called 1966 coup, that they call the Igbo coup, the last being made by Ibrahim Babangida, one of the beneficiaries of the reprisal attacks on innocent and defenseless Igbos. You still have not seen any reason to change your mindset, to change how you think. But I'm not going to give you an opportunity to distract me, but I'm going to come and address your case seriously. Are you from the Niger Delta? Do you remember Kensaro Wiwa? And what happened during this the genocide? How they used him? And when it was time, they didn't find any use for him. Do you see how he ended? And that's the same thing that I see for Asari Dokubo and Tompolo. Because any people who don't learn from history, they repeat it. But now we're going to stay focused on this message. You saw Amado Bello. He told the interviewer, Northerners first. What is the meaning of Northerners? As if they are non-Nigerians. Northerners first, if you wanted to hire people. And then expatriates, white man second. Then fellow Nigerian third. Who is suffering now? Who are the most educated people in Nigeria? The Igbo man will come to any place, anywhere on earth where you don't see them. Wrong. You know the place is not good. It's not habitable. They don't come with AK-47 trying to violently seize anybody's thing. If you are willing to sell to them, they will buy. And they will not just only buy, they will develop your place. They will build businesses that will hire your people. Why? The jealousy. It started on day one. You could imagine Igbo teachers teaching fellow Nigerians in the north. They would have come out better. They would have been more educated people there. But when you prevent them, you take your half-baked teacher, people that were not taught right, they were not given all the necessary tools that they need to survive. You made them believe that they can be mediocre, and they believe you. You call the name of God into their poverty. You made them poor and say Allah is responsible for the poverty. The whole mass of people could not be so punished by Allah. It is a human disaster. It is a human arrangement, a devious arrangement against the Hausa people that started in 1804. Keep them retarded, keep them uneducated, keep them ignorant, keep them down in the name of Allah. You stamped it in their head, and they agreed with you. You told them they could marry as many wives as they could, but you stuck to marrying one wife. Yes, because you wanted the number to rig elections. You wanted the number to take budgets from Nigeria and put in your pockets. Hausa people, where are you? I hope you are listening here. I hope you are listening here. It is time. It is time. So this man, the white man was asking him, don't you think your position will negate the principle of one Nigeria? He did not care. He said, yes, it might. But the policy could not be seen changed in no foreseeable future. Yes. Yes. I live in the United States. I am from Nigeria. I have worked everywhere that there is to work here as a healthcare professional. Yes, I've not been treated so badly the way I was treated in Nigeria. Remember, in 1988, there was an advertisement for an industrial nurse in Hotoro, Kano. I went there. They invited me for an interview. I came first. I came top in that interview. At the end of the interview, I thought I was going to be given the job, being the best. You know what happened to me? They told me no. I could not be given the job because I was not from Kano. And because my state, Bender State at the time, had exceeded its employment quota in NMPC. Are you serious? I was like, can this be happening? But that's true. It's the same thing that they are doing with the admission into the Nigerian army. The same thing they are doing with the admission into universities in Nigeria. You see somebody who failed, who was not prepared because they didn't have the manpower to teach the people. They decided to not teach them because they will not hire the type of people who will teach them to bring them to power with other people from other parts of the country. Yes. And then when it's time for admission, they will admit somebody who failed. And the man who had the highest potential to not just only excel, but be an asset to the country is denied admission. Who wants to be from that country? And that is why all of us must do something. Yes. And this manipulation is the creation of a minority elite in Nigeria. Yes. A minority population in Nigeria. The minority, for strange reasons, who hijacked all of our country's strategic institutions. They destroyed the judiciary. They destroyed our educational system. They destroyed the infrastructure. They destroyed the economy. They destroyed everything. They killed 4 refineries so that Dangote's refinery will emerge. And they successfully did that. And all of us were sleeping. Now they want to finish off our country. Instead of us waking up, we are handsing up. We are making stupid excuses. We forget that we are citizens of Nigeria and that we are not second-class citizens. We are failing to ask ourselves one critical question. Why a few corrupt and morally bankrupt elites from one minority group in Nigeria, a minority group in Nigeria, is controlling the whole of Nigeria, controlling Nigeria's destiny? We are sleeping because we have accepted that there's nothing we can do about them. But I come here to say no. We have so many things to do about them. And one of the things we must do about them is that we must never allow any elements with their obnoxious thinking from among these corrupt elites, from a minority group in Nigeria, to ever come to power in Nigeria. If we say we are practicing democracy, democracy is a game of responsible number. We must now respond and stop allowing them win primary elections or winning elections in any Nigerian election. It's fair, it's democratic, and it's a thing of choice, and it's a thing of right. And this is why I am warning very sternly about their coalition called ADC. It looks nice on the outside, but it's the fakest. It looks nice on the outside. It's a fake coalition. It's not a coalition for the progress of Nigeria. It's a coalition for the continuity of the hostage taking of Nigeria. It's a coalition of those who mastermind the banditry and terrorism in Nigeria. Look at them. They are migrating. They are leaving APC. All right? They are the ones moving from APC to ADC. The terrorists are mobile. The bandits, like the shepherd they are, or the headsmen they are very, very mobile. They are moving into ADC. They tested the SDP. It didn't work out for them. And now they moved. They are coercing, they are co-opting people from other parts of Nigeria who cannot think. Who cannot think beyond, who cannot see beyond their nose or their noses. They are putting them, but very soon they will find out. I smelled it right at the beginning. Anything that has Atiku in it, anything that has Kwankwaso in it, anything that has El-Rufai in it, dead on arrival, bad. They are not good, and they don't mean well for Nigeria. They are driven by one thing: the Fulani nationalist ideology to control and seize Nigeria. If you like, listen. If you don't like, don't. But I tell you, I guarantee you will cry like you have been crying. So this is the time for the people, the real people of Nigeria, to unite. This is the time for the real people, those who truly love Nigeria, those who really want an organic one Nigeria. This is the time they must unite and end the nonsense of 64 years. And now I read this. New development in ADC. Kwankwaso agreed to join the coalition if presidential ticket goes to Atiku's favor. Ha! Did you see? That's how they think. Because they are so arrogant, they are so ignorant, they are so insensitive, and they are so inhumane. They are selfish and don't care about anybody. As far as they are concerned, the only thing they are interested in is power, economics, and finance. Yes. They want to continue to hold Nigeria to its jugular. Now you are listening to me. Fuck ADC. I want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be removed today, but not on their own terms. I want Bola Ahmed. Listen, if there's any person who wants Bola Tinubu to be removed more than the whole of Nigeria, it's me. That's why I decided to do what I'm doing right now. Yes, Shalom, Fred, he said Nigeria is not a country. It is colonial arrangement by the British. I agree with you. But we are in that arrangement. We must demonstrate the capacity to solve problems. Since we have identified that, what is wrong with us that we cannot solve the problem? Okay? So that is where we are right now. We are at the moment of solution. But we want to use the right tool to solve the Nigerian problem. Yes. All right. David Osa Ohumao, he said it's high time they should know we are divided Nigeria and not one Nigeria. Absolutely. But we can work to make it a one Nigeria if you, who is thinking like me now, and others come together. Because the people who are doing this, are a minority. I am in Nigerian police. I am going to arrest you. You are crazy. How are you going to arrest me? You are crazy. All right? So better behave yourself, or you will be arrested. All right. So now back to the discussion. These people don't want Nigeria to work. You're laughing, right? Yeah, they don't want Nigeria to work. But I'm speaking to the younger generation. It's time we divorce ourselves from our past. These people have nothing to offer. We have given them more than enough chance to offer solutions. And they have proven time and time again that they cannot solve any problem. All right? So let's not look in their direction. In every country, including the history of this country where I am broadcasting to you from, the United States. Yes, the United States, where I am from, and where I'm sending you this message from. Do you know that the United States was a British colony? How many of you know that the US was a British colony? America was a British colony. America got tired of being told what to do by Britain. Americans looked at the size of their country, and they looked at the size of that small Britain that called themselves great. They told them, no, you're not great. Americans decided that they are not going to be buying to any king. You see, Americans, they come to your country, they're not to buy to any king. Yes. They decided to be free. They decided to remove all the obstacles to freedom. Even if they have their own problems. Every country has its own problems. But we will come to that when we have time. All right? They decided that they were not taking any more bullshit from Britain. And the severed link from Britain. They stopped paying taxes to Britain. They told Britain, we are our own country now. Stay on your own. You can't tell us what to do. And you know what? That is what Nigeria must do. Nigeria has not done that. If Nigeria had done that, remember in 2023, nearly all the Nigerian presidential candidates went to Britain to do a show of shame. To go there to present their manifestos to who? To them at Chatham House, that house of hell. If free people should never do that. That tells you that that chain, that colonial chain, is still, in Nigeria's neck. Why should I, for me now, if I'm looking for somewhere to speak, if assuming tomorrow I decided to run for presidency, I want to speak on anything about leadership, I look everywhere. I'll go to Britain to do what? They are the problems. They are the source of our problems. Why should I go and reinforce their chains? If I don't find any place to go, I will go to Oba Ovarami's place to stand on his grave and make my speech. If I want to travel, I'm so hungry of being in the airplane, I will go to South Africa and ask them to show me the grave of Shaka the Zulu, great African. I will go there to speak. If I'm looking for a church to go to, I'll go to Okija. All right? We have to be Africans. We have to be Nigerians. The problem we have is because we have decided to be more Arabs and more Europeans. And then we left our Africanness away. We dissociated ourselves from our Africanness. We have to reconnect now and define ourselves by who we are. That's exactly. That's what happened. So now, we are where we are. We have become these people who do not know anything about who we are, about why we exist as human beings. Now, for people to understand where I am heading with this discussion, I want to remind the people of Nigeria and all those watching who do not know that the Almighty God gave us what we call basic human rights. And those human rights include our right to choice, right to life, right to freedom of expression, right to freedom of association, right to worship God however we want to worship Him, as long as we do not violate others through our mediums, and the right to self-determination. If you are a Nigerian, are you enjoying all of these rights? Are you enjoying your right to life? With the Boko Haram Fulani bandits destroying lives and property across Nigeria? Are you enjoying your right to freedom of expression? Are you able to speak now the way I'm speaking without being afraid of the DSS coming to pick you up or you disappearing? Are you able to make choices about who you want? If you are able to make those choices or that choice about who you want to lead you or choice on any other thing, why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu your president? Did you choose him? Did you choose him? Are you worshiping God the way you should, according to how you conscientiously want? In some parts of the country, and some people are not killing you because you are not worshiping God the way they are worshiping. Are you enjoying your right to self-determination? If you are enjoying your right to self-determination, why isn't Nnamdi Kanu still in prison for no just cause, for standing up to ask that his people must be allowed to express themselves because they are not being well treated inside Nigeria. I know all these rights are written inside the Constitution of Nigeria. All these rights that I just mentioned are written in the Constitution of Nigeria. Now you are a young Nigerian. You are a Nigerian, old or young, from the east, west, north, and south. Do you have a copy of the Nigerian Constitution? Have you ever read it? Now, do you know that it's a reference book? As bad as the Constitution is, it makes provision for respect for basic human rights. Why is your fake government not respecting the rights? And then when they disrespect your right, why do you keep quiet? Why do you not follow those who can make things happen? Why are you not joining us at Open Nigeria? And this is the reason why I'm inviting you again. You Nigerian, I'm sure a lot of you see what I do on Facebook. You read my writings. I provided links to Open Nigeria all the time. Have you bothered to click on that link to join, to see? Do you know that if we can build a movement around the Open Nigeria Now movement, do you know that if we are able to build a critical mass, that's what I'm looking for, a critical mass of critically conscious Nigerians, do you know that no police, no army can touch any of us who belong in that group? If we have 10 million Nigerians, I'm talking about 10 million Nigerians belonging to the Open Nigeria Now movement, conscious enough of their basic human rights and conscious enough of their rights as citizens of Nigeria, do you know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not be here today? He will be on the run. Do you know that they will never have done what they did? I've been calling on you to join us. And I'm using this opportunity once again to ask that you join the Open Nigeria Now movement. Join, let us build. Join, conscious. I don't like the idea of putting people on the streets. I love the idea of putting the people when they become fully conscious of their rights as human beings and their rights as citizens of Nigeria. So when we go on that street, nobody can chain us down. No army can stop us. No, that what they deployed in Lekki, if it was an organic movement, that they shot how many people, would have been the end of the evil in Nigeria. That day, that the more they shot, the more the people came out, like it was done in other countries that eventually became free. We love life. Freedom for Nigeria will never come free. Freedom for Nigeria will never come free. Freedom for Nigeria must come with sacrifice. And you and I are the sacrifices. There's no shortcut to it. We must fight like never before. You saw what Okpebholo said when some Nigerians came out, wanted to protest. He said when you are protesting, they who are benefiting from Nigeria will be eaten. They laughed at us. And at the end of the day, what did we achieve? Yes. We will not. Yes, you got run away from Nigeria for invaders. They are invaders. That is why I don't want I want Nnamdi Kanu released right now. But when he's released, I would love to talk to him. We should not run away from them. We should face them and chase them out of our country. It is our space. It's an African space. It's not an Arab space. We own the country, but we love people from across Africa to be part of Nigeria. But when anybody or group comes into Nigeria to want to shoot us out of our country, we will tell them that we are Nigerians. That is the spirit, and that is what is driving the Open Nigeria movement. Simple and clear. So I wanted to prepare your minds towards the topic that brought us here. And that thing is what happened at Edo State. Was it 2 days ago? When the governor of Edo State, who cannot read or write, threatened a Nigerian. I am not an obedient, but I am a Nigerian. If any Nigerian is violated, you will see me. I am going to stand up. Yes. Oh yeah, the Open Nigeria link. I'm trying to type it in here, but I am not having a success. One of my assistants is not here. What you can do, I am going to share it in an email. Let me see if I can. Let me see what I can do here. The Open Nigeria now. Let's see here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, just give me a second. Let me see if I can what I can do from here. Because we need that. We need that. Open Nigeria Now link is here. I will go to YouTube, collect. All right, copy link. Now come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. Yeah. Just a second, please. I'm trying to add that. All right. Why am I seeing it? No. Yes. View channel. Just a second, please. I'm trying to get it. Okay, I am sharing it now. The link to Open Nigeria Now. There you go. I got it. Okay, did you see it? Yes. Follow that link. Any person who wishes to be part of the Open Nigeria Now movement, click on that link as you are here. Yes. Enough of the nonsense. It's now. Do you know what? They have taken us for these people who are afraid of them, that we cannot do anything. I saw one young one boast to me that they own Nigeria and they will seize Nigeria. Yes, violently. So if you are a young Nigerian now from anywhere inside Nigeria, you should be prepared for war because they are ready for war. Did you see what El Rufai was saying the other day, that is bringing war from the north of Nigeria? But we are telling him that that war will consume him. Yes. Salihu Aliyu, I am a Nigerian, full-blown Nigerian, unrepentant Nigerian, with so much love for Nigeria. And I want a Nigeria that will work for all of us. I want a Nigeria that will work for the Hausa man, because the Hausa people have been punished so much. Yes, they have been reduced to nonsensical Nigerians. But my job is to wake the Hausa people up. My job is to wake the Yoruba people up. My job is to wake the Igbos up and tell them there's no need for them to start talking about Biafra. Let us face the enemy that are trying to, the enemies that are trying to destroy and violently take our Nigeria away from us. Yes, we must come together. They don't own Nigeria. We are the majority. 250 million Nigerians. You see, less than 1 million Nigerians are tormenting us. You see, shame on all of us. Shame on all of us. We must set everything aside right now. Put everything aside and fight for Nigeria. Because If Nigeria, anything happens to Nigeria now, like I tell you, nobody is going to allow us into their country. You see now they are deporting some Nigerians from the United States. I was going to address that. You know, when they are stopping young Nigerians who want to go to school from coming here because of the foolishness of these people. You know why they made those decisions? They made these decisions because of the insecurity in Nigeria. So they see all of us as terrorists or potential terrorists, even though we are good people. So that's the reason they hide behind all those. They hide behind all those to make all these decisions, to stop young Nigerians who want to do good, who want to go to school from coming here. They should punish the politicians. Yes. They should punish the politicians. I've told Donald Trump, don't stop deporting poor and innocent Nigerians. Deport the criminals, the politicians. Prevent them from coming here. And that is where we stand. And that's the position we take. But in order not to be distracted, there's this man they call a governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo. Disgusting. Very disgusting young man. Yes, he's the reason for this broadcast. All right? He is the reason for this broadcast. I am going to bring him first before I start talking about him. Godwin Okpebholo. Monday Okpebholo could not read. He can't read and write. How did they make him governor? That's the problem in Nigeria. There are some people who don't want the good of Nigeria. They don't want good people to lead Nigeria because they are selfish. They are so selfish. It is only their pockets that they care about. They don't care about the suffering ordinary Nigerian that is on the street every day. Yes. So before I go into his matter, I want to prove to you, not that because it won't look like I hate him, that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't care about him. I don't know him. I've never met him. But I know that he's not supposed to be the governor of Edo State, of all places. Not Edo. The people of Edo, they disappointed the whole of the world, not just Nigeria. To put a man who cannot read and write as governor. Now, let us watch this video clip. He was presenting a budget. He could not read the figures. Governor of Edo State. We are working on it. It's coming. So you listen. The word hears who a governor of a state in Nigeria is.
It is all about lifestyle.
The Edo State 2025 appropriation bill of 6 billion 605 billion 76 million 76. Let me take it again. 506 billion 605 billion. Sorry. 776 billion. Sorry. It's confusing me. Okay. Sorry. Yes. 6.
Order in the house, please. Mr. Speaker must be held in silence, please.
605 billion. And details of the budget proposal for your consideration and approval. Thank you for your kind consideration.
Nigerians, is this? That is a that's a state governor. A state governor in Nigeria. He cannot read. He cannot write. But they smuggled him in as the governor of a state in Nigeria. He's not the only one. A good number of them, especially in the north, we have a lot of them like him who cannot read. All right, because politics in Nigeria is not about who knows what to do. Politics in Nigeria is the biggest fool who can give money to the people. And then he becomes whatever he wants to become. Now, when we were telling the people of Nigeria, nobody cared to listen. Okay, I am coming to share something with you. Nigeria are the worst. And when a country is ruled by its worst, what happens? Education is degraded massively. Definitely, you know, his WAEC certificate resurfaced. This guy failed WAEC. He failed the exit high school exam. He failed so woefully. He failed so woefully. And this is a state governor presiding over the lives of human beings, presiding over the lives of the next generation. What kind of performance would anyone want this kind of person to put up? What kind of educational decision will he be making?
Texas and need a new AC? Listen to this. Instead of paying.
Shut up. Yes. Yes. So now this man sits on the state or in the state, the highest seat of the state, presiding as governor. All right? In this, there's a department for education. There's the department of healthcare. There's department for transportation, works and housing, and various departments. This fool, Monday Okpebholo, is governor. Let's talk about education. He's the one in charge of your children's life, making educational policies for them. If it's as bad, knowing fully well what Nigerians are, that when the man, the president or governor, is like a god, anything he says goes. And whatever pronouncement he makes is law, even if he's a goat like a Monday Okpebholo is. Because they want to protect their jobs. A PhD will not be bold enough to stand up to tell, hey, Mr. Governor, this is my area. Don't mess up education in this state. He will, because if he says any such thing, he'll be fired. Here, Governor Monday Okpebholo threatening Mr. Peter Obi. Again, like I said, I am not a member of the obedient movement. I'm a Rasta man. Rastas we are very disobedient because we fight for the people. All right? But I don't have any problem with anybody. But I have problem with anybody violating any Nigerian. I don't care. You don't have to be my brother. You don't have to be my sister. You don't have to serve the same God as I am. All right? But now, listen. Peter Obi went to Benin. He made a donation of 15 million naira to one school, something like that. He's a Nigerian. Again, that brings us to the issue of rights. Because outside your basic human rights, you have rights as a Nigerian. And the rights as a Nigerian, your right as a Nigerian guarantees you safety anywhere you are in Nigeria, as long as you are lawfully there doing the right thing as a Nigerian. For me, like here, who lives here in the United States, there are 50 states in America. Out of the 50 states, I have worked I've worked in 48 of America's 50 states. I've been everywhere. The only 2 states I've not been to is Hawaii and Alaska. But I will complete that route, hopefully by next year. Only 2 states. And everywhere I went in America, nobody told me go back to Nigeria. You dare not say that to me. Even if I hold both Nigerian and US citizenship. You dare not. They know that the system frowns at it. They know that if you tell me any such thing, that I will fight back using the instruments provided me by the system. Here comes Mr. Peter Obi, a citizen of Nigeria, born in Nigeria. He did not migrate to Nigeria from somewhere like I migrated from Nigeria into the United States. He went to Edo State. He went to Benin. Donated money to a school that needed money. 15 million naira it was that he donated. Then Monday Okpebholo, the stupid governor of Edo State, the insane governor, the illiterate governor who cannot read and write, as I have demonstrated there for you, came out threatening him that under no circumstance should he return or must he return to Edo State without his approval. Now the question, who the hell is Monday Okpebholo? If I were Peter Obi, I would go back to that state the next minute so that the hell will come down. I feel so sad because my grandmother is from Edo State or was from Edo State. The mother of my father was from Edo State. She was a very, very hardworking woman with the highest level of integrity. I bet when she hears this, she'll be spinning in her grave. Monday Okpebholo told Peter Obi that he must obtain permission from him before he returns to anytime he wants to come to Edo State. My question now is, because this illiteracy is the biggest problem in Nigeria. Every Nigerian politician, every Nigerian leader who has led Nigeria in politics is an illiterate. You know why? That is why they keep telling you about North and South and not tell you about Nigeria. Every Nigerian leader is an illiterate. Go to market with it. I said it. All of them. They carry all these stupid degrees, but the degrees is useless. Their degrees are useless. They are so stupid. I've never seen stupid people like Nigerian leaders. They are divisive, they are ignorant, they are savage, they are inhumane, they are insensitive, they are ridiculously retarded. They are most unpatriotic and don't love their country. They are thieves. All they do is steal, steal, steal. They don't care about the country. They don't care about the people. But they have found a way to hold our people hostage to the extent that our people will always line behind them, even as they are killing them in quantum. Yes. That defines the leadership in Nigeria. And that is the reason Nigeria is stuck. Nigeria will not move forward if we don't change our ways. Nigeria will not move forward if the people of Nigeria, for any reason, still find a way to run away from their responsibility of standing up. What's the difference between a Yoruba man? What's the difference between a Yoruba man and an Igbo man and a Hausa man? We all share the same skin color. We found ourselves in the same thing, the same territorial space, even if we did not want it to be like that. But we are where we are right now. We must demonstrate the capacity to solve problems. We must show the world that we can live together as an entity without anything. We must minimize religion, minimize our tribal. We must build our country. They are not doing that. No Nigerian politician is a criminal. All are criminals. All are criminals. If you see a Nigerian politician and you see a snake walking along, two of them are in danger. Save the snake. Save that snake and leave the politician. Save this. Do you hear what I said? If you see a Nigerian politician and a snake in trouble, please spare that snake. Save the snake. Leave the Nigerian politician to perish if he has to perish. They are very wicked. Do you see what I said? They are very, very wicked. Don't you see what they are doing in states across the country? They will put budget in their pocket, and the people are dying. They pay themselves first. They take the Nigerian elites, those ones who call traditional rulers. Yes, majority of them are evil. Now, listen. Yes, save the snake and allow the Nigerian politician to die if he has to die. Very, very wicked. You see, that's why good people run away, don't want to have anything to do with politics. But I refuse. We must not run away. We must not come out as human beings. Yes, we must. Now, long story short, Monday, Okpebholo, after Peter Obi's visit, he was threatening Peter Obi. Listen, to the people of the world, I hope I'm communicating. I hope you're hearing me. A politician, a state governor in Nigeria, barring another state, a citizen of Nigeria from coming into the state. Those who are Americans, have you ever seen that? Will a Governor Abbott have the nerve to bar me from coming into Texas? He can't do that. He can't even try it. He can't even conjecture it. All right? With the governor of Ohio tell me not to come into Ohio, that's not within his jurisdiction. With the governor of California bar me, even if I wasn't born here, from coming into California, he can't do it. With the governor of Nevada, try it? No, he can't. The governor of Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois tried and barred me from coming into their states. No, they can't. With the governor of Kansas, Oklahoma, yes, New Mexico, bar me from coming into their states. They can't try it. You see the high-level ignorance in Nigeria. You see how uneducated Nigerian politicians are. You see how illiterate they are. How did they bring Monday Okpebholo as governor of Edo State? That will be the next. Listen.
I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, guys, she should get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
See, crazy people. And you see, you find some people clapping for that foolishness. So that's a threat right now. So if Peter Obi goes back to Edo State and something happens to him, who do we hold accountable? He has put himself in a box. How did Monday Okpebholo become governor of Edo State? It was the orchestration of a group of people who want to keep the Edo State people, Edo State and its citizens in their pockets. Those who want to share the budgets and make sure that nothing works for the people. They are responsible. I remember after Oshomole, who was a former governor of the state, he had always wanted someone to control. He couldn't control Obaseki. So they found this man, Monday Okpebholo, a stooge who could not read or who cannot read and write. A man who failed his exit high school exam. He failed. He made, somebody sent me that. I'm not able to immediately locate that. He failed. Total, woeful failure. Woefully. And this is a state that has about the highest number of professors. A state that can boast of a lot of very educated, highly educated people. How did they allow this to happen to their state? Why? Why? Why should this type of person be? He cannot be a governor of cats. But sadly today he's a governor of a whole state in Nigeria. This is how rotten Nigeria has gotten. This is how rotten. And then you find some youths of Nigeria aligning with this evil. Yes. Aligning with this evil. Okay, Chukwebuka, okay, thank you very much. You said we did it in 2020 and they felt the heat. This time, it is not to protest, but to take back our country. Well, I look forward to that. And I hope the mishap of 2020 will not repeat itself again. I was so mad how the whole thing ended. I was thinking that those people who were caught down will inspire the young people to continue until the job was done. And sadly, even all the people, including Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had run away. The man for whose reason they massacred those young people is now today the rogue president of Nigeria. Yes. But as much as I want Tinubu gone, I want him gone today. I want him gone this minute. But I don't want one group of criminals, rogues, who call themselves northern leaders, to believe that they are responsible for that. If Tinubu has to go, it has to be done through a pan-Nigerian arrangement. All Nigerians don't want him, and they will send him packing. But if it is those who claim that they are northerners, who think that that we have allowed them all this long to manipulate our country, if they are the ones who think that they have the capacity to remove him, we will resist them. When I mean resist, they will be resisted. So those who are driven by the same warped ideology, like El-Rufai, I warn you, I warn you, they don't understand that Nigeria changed in 2023. They don't understand. Yes, it doesn't belong to them. And there are those people who come telling you about Northerners. They are not really Northerners. They are not working for the Northerners. The real Nigerian in the North does not have anything to do with them. For a very long time, they put this wool over their eyes. They are waking up. So when they talk about that North, which state are they talking about? Kano, Sokoto? There's trouble inside Sokoto. The Hausa people there are fighting because they don't want to be under the control and the chains of Saad, that impostor there. All right, the ones in Kano, they are warming up. Jigawa is the same thing. So when you are talking, so maybe talk about Fulani North, not Northern Nigeria. Yes, elitist Osmadan Fodio Fulani North. Again, it's not all the Fulanis that are part of what is taking place. The minority, criminal, rogue, loud Fulani elites are responsible. But we are telling them, yeah, if they like, let them listen. Your time is up. You will not control Nigeria anymore. Yes, your time is up. And we are not going to run away from Nigeria. So what you thought you could do, you will learn to know that there are people who can do it 10 times over and better than you. Remember what happened in Central African Republic to you when you had the people there hostage, and when the owners of the land decided that they wanted their country back. They took their country and drove you off of a Central African Republic. And the same thing is going to repeat itself here in Nigeria. Yes. Yes. All right. So it's time. So if you're in Nigeria right now, if you are from Edo State, please send a message to Monday Okpebholo. He needs to go back to primary school to start from there. That is where he will get his education right. Because what he has, I'm afraid, is dangerous. And there are a lot of politicians in Nigeria are the way he is. They don't know a damn thing. Yes, yes. John Mark, he said, I wish Obaseki probe Oshomole second term. Monday Okpebholo for not be governor. Okay. But he's there right now. This was an idiot, a big fool. Some people were killed in his state. Those who were killing our people everywhere in our forests, the people cornered them and asked them, and they challenged them and started fighting back, fighting them. And then they were overpowered. And the people from that part of Nigeria who have never come to seek forgiveness on behalf of their killers in our forests, Monday Okpebholo went to Kano to kneel down before the masterminds of terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. It's a disgrace. Oluwaseun Solomon, I'm from Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Please, if you are a young Nigerian joining here, be sure that here is home. We speak the truth. And everything we speak, we prove. We don't speak out of hate. We are not tribalists. We are not religious nationalists. We are pure Nigerians. We want the good of Nigeria and the Nigerian people. So please, the fact that you came here just today does not mean you will not come back tomorrow. If you did not subscribe today or you have not subscribed yet, please do. And then bring more young Nigerians, here. Yes, you are from Osun State. Very good. I have a lot of friends from Osun State. Even one of my best friends here, John, is from Osun State. So bring more people. Let them come and hear the truth. We don't know tribe. We don't know religion. We know Nigeria. We love Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be a better place. We want Nigeria to be better than America. We want Nigeria to be better than Dubai. Yes, United Arab Emirates. We want Nigeria to be better than Saudi Arabia, where those criminals go. And they see the goodness of Saudi Arabia, but they don't bring anything back to impact positively on Nigeria. Desmond, oh, very good to hear from you. You are from Edo State. Yes, my grandmother is from Edo State, and I went to school in Edo State. Kalamadin, hey, how are you? Aliyu Yusuf, how are you doing? Very good. Chuku Okeke, I am from Anambra State. All right, good to hear from you, man. Aliyu from Zamfara, we love you. We don't care about anything. All we want is Nigeria to be better. We love Christians, we love Muslims, we love those who practice African traditional religion. All we ask, do it the right way, do it the right thing. Don't hate your brother. Brothers and sisters, we are all. All right? How can we do it? I'm very much interested. I shared a link to the Open Nigeria Now movement. We are trying to gather there. If you see the link that I shared there before, you can see it. Maybe let me pin it so that everybody will have access to it. You will see the Open Nigeria Now movement, the link to it. It's good that everybody has it, so all of us can come together and be the best we can be of Nigerians. Well, let's stop hating ourselves. When we hate ourselves, they love it. Now that is the fuel that they need to survive. But if they now know that we understand what they are doing, they will be afraid. Don't you see? In the past, when we were growing up, thieves used to be afraid. Thieves used to be afraid. But now, these days, thieves, they are not afraid anymore. Thieves in Nigeria. Nigerian politicians are all thieves. Did you hear what I said? All of them are thieves. No exception. They go there. The only thing that drives them to want to be politician is to go and steal. That is all that drives them. They don't go there to go work for people. for the people, for the good of the people. Yeah, I just shared the link again. Let me see if I can. Let me pin it. I shared the link to the Open Nigeria Now movement. Okay, I pinned the message, so you will see it right there. Okay, so in those days when we were growing up, if your father is a thief, you will be ashamed. You know, because everybody will know, communities will know. Oh, this man, the son of a thief. You'll be ashamed of yourself. But what is happening today? We now celebrate thieves in Nigeria. It's okay now to be a thief in Nigeria. It's okay to even kill someone in Nigeria. And nothing. And we'll be celebrating them. Why will some people wake up and take up AK-47 and be destroying villages from one village to the other? You kill people and then occupy their houses. And then the fake government doesn't do anything. The fake military doesn't do anything. Nobody does anything. So the country is a lawless place. That was how they brought Monday Okpebholo. When after they declared him winner, people were going to the Oba of Benin's palace to say Oba Atokbe. Yes, so which one was his own? Yes, that is how rotten. Nigeria is so rotten. Nigeria is so rotten. So it's only me and you and the rest of us who love the country. It's only us who can wake up and organize. That is why I'm telling you now. I am not a corrupt person. I never take bribe from anyone since I was born. So all my life in Nigeria, I worked in some very sensitive places where I could have taken bribe and become a millionaire overnight. But I refused. Me, I know they give. I don't give bribe, I don't take bribe. But bribery and corruption has become the order of the day in Nigeria. During election, people sell their votes. They don't know the consequences of what they are doing. No good citizen will want to buy your vote to serve you. I went in 2019, I went home. From 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2019. I was in Nigeria every time. Then in 2019, I ran for Senate to represent Delta North in the Senate. I came home with a very good message. Before I came home, people were following me like crazy on Facebook. But when I came home, I did not see many of these people following me on Facebook, including those from my immediate environment, those that I was supposed to be representing. My campaign was like a presidential campaign because of the issues that I wanted to help address on behalf of the Nigerian people. The issue of environmental degradation, the issue of Niger Delta, the issue of this North and South that should die, and so that we can build one country. So nobody should feel unsafe anywhere he is. I brought those issues. The President Buhari at the time did not even have anything because he has no ideology. He's just followed. They just told him, do this, do that. Yes. When on the day of election, if I tell you as good as I believe that I was, in my hometown, I am not sure that I scored up to 100 votes. But I was the best candidate. I was the best candidate in that election. Even one of the candidates called me. He said, you are the only one that I'm scared of. The momentum around me was so much. Of all the candidates, I was the only one who did not have any court case. I did not have any criminal thing to deal with. The election was, if it was a re-election, I would win that election with a landslide. But what happened? It was like a magic. On the day of election, my people, including some of my family members, sold their votes. They did not sell their vote, maybe because they did not know that I was the best person. They sold their votes because their minds have been twisted that that 1,000 naira was going to be what was going to sustain them. Even some members of my family worked against me Some were even blaming me. You are already in America. Why did you come to Nigeria to run an election? See, these people who don't want their country to be good because they have been conditioned to make their country to believe that nothing good will come out of Nigeria. There's one young man who was reacting. I think he's from the north of Nigeria. His reaction is really nasty, but I'm going to have to scroll down to tell him why the north is the way it is. And as long as they remain in that cage, that place will never be better. And they are the reason why Nigeria is not moving forward. All right? Mr. George Chinedu, how old do you think I am? I am not, because if you have been following and been listening, you would have heard I've stated my age about 3 times here. But because I am not telling you what you want to hear, and surprisingly, for an Igbo person, you are not reasoning the way your peers across Nigeria are reasoning. I saw one insulting words you threw at me, but I want to address you that I don't even think that you are a real Igbo man. If you are a real Igbo man, you will have sense. It's only stupid Igbo people who don't understand what is happening in Nigeria and what happened to them between 1967 and 1970. I think you are an Igbo man who was born in Lagos. Some of you who were born in Lagos, you don't even know the reason of you being an Igbo man. But if you understand what it takes to be an Igbo man, you should never have asked me one silly question that you asked me. Go and learn something from Chukwuebuka Okeke. All right, he understands and he loves Nigeria. He wants Nigeria to be good. He understands that Nigeria is still existing partially because of the Igbos. Regardless of the agitation, the right agitation that is being waged by Nnamdi Kanu, even if I am not in it with him, I understand that he has basic human rights. That is why I am not afraid of standing up to fight for him and demanding for his immediate release. I have been doing that for a very long time. Even if there are certain things he does about his approach that I did not quite agree. On the overall, his agitation is right, and he's pursuing it in line with his right to self-determination. So if you are a young man, an Igbo man who has sense, you won't say what you said to me. But again, I will let you slide, because you need education. And that is why when you ask me the right question, I'm going to answer you. Okay? But if you come throwing insult at me, I reserve a right not to even say anything to you. All right? Okay? Yes. Okay, so George, you are out of this place. So next time, behave yourself, and then you will come back. We'll not take bullshit from anybody here. All right, so my people of Nigeria, my young brothers and sisters in Nigeria, let us wake up. You don't know how beautiful Nigeria is until you leave Nigeria. All right, I see some of us have trekked along the length of the Sahara deserts into Libya and perhaps into Morocco to search for the next leap into Europe. And you know what that means. Yes. 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 So, and then you are in Libya, caught in Morocco, where they show you hate. And somehow a lot of people die in transit in Libya. And eventually, a few, those who are able to live, face another danger of being drowned in the wild Mediterranean. All right, thousands of Nigerians have died. Thousands of Africans, and not tens, hundreds of thousands of Africans have died, in the Mediterranean, in their bid to cross into Europe, only to be kept in concentration camps and fed like cats, given animal food to eat. All right, and those who are there, who remain, make it out there, they get there and stay stranded. What do? Begging. These are people from the richest continent on earth, yes, populated by over 1.5 billion people, and who benefits from the abundant mineral and natural resources. Those who come from outside to dig them up, to build their own economies and expand their economies and do great things, create new programs for their own people. Yeah, it's so sad that we are where we are, and still a lot of us are not listening, to the right voices. Yes. Okay, Kabiru Zuber. Question. You're gonna have to be the one to answer this. He said, please, if we are to be separated, where is Kogi going to, sir? I am not going to be able to make that decision for the people of Kogi. The people of Kogi, including you, will have to make a choice. Who do you think will treat you better? Where do you think you will enjoy basic human rights? Where do you think nobody will be coming to shoot you up and make you feel like you are a stranger in your place? So all those things are those that will form the basis of your response. So I cannot choose for you. If you want to go to the southwest, perhaps maybe yeah. And if you want to stay in the north, it's up to you. But the people of Kogi will have to choose. But I do not want Nigeria to be separated, to be very candid, because I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm a Pan-Africanist, and what we are trying to see is how we can go back to the vision of our founding fathers who wanted a united Africa. And there's a huge prospect for rapid development and growth in a united Africa. The reason is the countries that we all have here is fake. Hey, David Cole, how are you? Good to hear from you, man. Nice to hear from you. The countries we have in Africa as it stands today are all fake. And because of their fakeness, that is why the colonial powers are still able to manipulate the various countries, because they still have remnants of their placentas, there generationally. They have families that they still speak with. In Nigeria, the family that they speak with is the Osman Fodo family, all right, controlling the north. And that is why Saad Abubakar and the emir, the sultans, Fulani sultans in Sokoto before him had always thought that Nigeria was theirs and that they were the custodians of Nigeria. So they are the ones the oppressors from Imperial Europe, deal with when they come and want to manipulate Nigeria. So this is the reason why we are here to break their chains. And this is the reason we must speak to that institution. We speak death to it. That sultanate institution should die, because it's not an African institution. It's an institution that has held the Hausa people in captivity, and by extension, the Nigerian people. It's that institution with which they are retarding the growth of Nigeria. That institution should die. That institution is the reason why we still talk about a North and South. Any institution that is standing in the way of a united Nigeria should die. And that is what we all must be doing. So going forward today, if you're in Nigeria, stop talking about North and South, please. Talk about open Nigeria. Talk about Nigeria. Profess it. It is what you profess that you get. Yes. 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 They'll say, okay, because the man is not really fit and capable to be president of Nigeria, sir. Okay, which one are you talking about, my brother here? Let me see. Oluwaseun, which one are you talking about? Is it Tinubu you are talking about? You are talking about Buhari? They have not been fit. It is our fault that the wrong people have always been in charge of Nigeria. Any country where the wrong person is in charge never moves forward. So that's why don't worry about, if somebody is from our tribe. Let's look, that the man is from our tribe does not mean he's the best. Please, let's use our common sense now. If we did not have it before, let's start applying it. When you are talking about a country, you are talking about a country populated by people. And when you are talking about a country, a diverse country like Nigeria, you see, the destiny of the whole people of Nigeria is in the hands of one man. All right? And that is why we have to look for the best manager of men. Yes, the best manager of man, the man who will look at the whole country as his own. The man who will get there and forget if he's a Yoruba man, like I don't want to. Tinubu is not my president. He didn't win an election. Okay, so if a president comes into a country, that president presents himself as a member of every state, every community, every village in that country. He does not. He loses his own village, even if he has his village. His village alone is not what it's about now. So if he's from Daura, for instance, he becomes an Abavo citizen where I come from, because he carries a part of my destiny. He carries the destiny of the one in Ibadan, the one in Benin, the one in Anambra, and everywhere. So he does not see himself anymore as a Daura person. He sees himself totally as a Nigerian. All right? And the defender of Nigeria and the whole of Nigerians. Don't you see Donald Trump? Do you know the state where he comes from? Do you ever hear him say, or people here talk about his state? Myself, I don't even remember. Is it New York now? He has a huge thing in New York. Or he has his Mar-a-Lago in Florida. We don't even know the state Donald Trump is from. Yeah, whenever he speaks, what does he speak? He talks about. That's what we should be having in Nigeria. But what have we been having? Divisive figures as leaders. The man who will stand in one place like Buhari did and call the people in the southeast of Nigeria, that's the Igbos. He disrespected them and called them a duct in a circle. Can you say that and still be president in America? No. The next minute he's gone. You can't say that. An American president will not say what Buhari said and still remain the president of Nigeria. But people were clapping for him. And people were even talking about calling the Igbos the dot people, the dot nation. Would anybody say what Ahmadu Bello said at independence if he was in America and still be whatever he was in the north at the time? No, he would not. They will push him out. But that's in Nigeria where people come. I heard somebody say, kill the holy Igbos. Yes, I heard it in Nigeria. And nothing happened. That's a felony offense. So we need a Nigeria ruled by Nigerians with the Nigerian temperament, with a patriotism, love for Nigeria and Nigerians at all levels and in all sectors. It looks tall and order, but it can be done. And the best way to do it is first, all of us getting conscious that we must realize now that no matter what, we are in that same country together now. We have to find a way to sustain our together, improve our racial relationship, because we are going to be there for a very long time. Generations have come and gone, and we are here as a generation, and we will go. The question now is, as we prepare to go, what kind of Nigeria are we going to leave behind for those coming after us? This is a question Nigerians have never addressed. This is a question Nigerian leaders, no Nigerian leader has addressed that. They are more focused on their pockets. They don't care about their country. They don't care about the next generation. They don't understand the power of unity. Yes, do you see how they disrespect Nigeria and Nigerians everywhere on earth? Yes, it is because of the type of leadership we have at home in Nigeria. We don't have a leadership. We don't have a leadership because we have become accustomed to choosing the wrong people as our leaders. We don't look at abilities. We don't look at competency. We don't look at knowledge. We don't look at courage to do right. We don't look at the content and strength of character to provide an effective leadership in a manner that will enhance us to what? Build, utilize, extend, expand, and sustain capacity beyond us for the good of the whole of Nigeria and its citizens in a manner that is recurrent from generation to generation. You may ask why America is great. America is great because they have a system that is working, that challenges every generation to surpass what the previous generation did. Yes, that is why. So we think Nigeria is not our business. We think there's one God who is going to come and be fixing Nigeria for us without us getting involved. I tell you, brothers and sisters, if this is the notion you have had in the past, let's change it. Let's change it. We owe, as much as we have rights as citizens of Nigeria, we owe Nigeria some obligations. Obligation to standing up for her. When any Nigerian or group of Nigerians or foreigners stand up to destroy Nigeria, just as I am doing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a personal enemy of mine. Muhammadu Buhari was not a personal enemy of mine. El Rufai is not my personal enemy. Atiku is not an enemy of mine. I am challenging them because they are destroying our country. If they are behaving as if they are enemies of Nigeria, they are enemies of the Nigerian people. And you, me, and all of us have a duty to stop them from destroying our country. Our interest is our state, our country. We do not owe any government any allegiance. Hear that now. Your allegiance is to the state, Nigeria. There's a difference between the state and the government. And this is the problem most Nigerians have. They don't understand that there's a distinction between the state and the government. You don't owe any government any allegiance. You can respect a government based on what they are doing right. But when a government is doing everything wrong, you have to stand up to it and its drivers. That is what I'm doing. And this is what I implore each and every one of you to do, to those who are destroying our country. It is our country that they are destroying. It is our future that they are destroying. It is our children's future that they are threatening. When they rob us to take care of their own children, they are taking a lot from us. They are killing the country and making us look like we are vassals who cannot do or say anything to them. And that is what gives them the chance, the power to do whatever they do with impunity. It is time we stood up. It is time we stood up. That country is ours, not theirs. It is not for them to destroy. Protecting your country is not a crime. Defending your country is not a crime. Standing up to those who are destroying your company, starting from your locality to the highest level, is not a crime. So any person who told you that you have to respect government is a liar. You are not under any obligation to respect a government that has no respect for you. A government that cannot provide the basic things for you. A government that cannot provide electricity for you. A government that cannot provide access to healthcare delivery for you. A government that cannot provide a good access to education for you. A government that does not provide access to good enjoyment of good infrastructure is not a government you should owe any duty. You don't owe it any responsibility. Challenge it. Stand up against the drivers of that government. Because government comes and goes. Now, what is the definition of government? Government is the machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and realized. Okay, if you understand this simple meaning, do you think your government in Nigeria is working for you at all levels? I'm not just talking at a federal level. From federal, state, to the local government. Are they working for you? Now the next question is, why do you put people who cannot work for you in positions of authority? Why do you elect people who will turn around and be beating you up violently? using the army, using the police. Yes. Do you know the layman definition of government, democracy? Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Is this government for you? Is it by you? Is it working for you? Questions for you. Answer it. Where I live, I love this place. Yes, I must say. Yes, I love this place. America. You know why? I can say anything I want to say about Donald Trump. Nobody is going to come and be harassing me as long as I do not threaten him. I say anything I want to say about his policies, some of which are very bad. All right? Can you do that in Nigeria? Nigeria is one country where somebody named his dog Buhari. That was when the police decided to do its work and arrested the person. I think they sentenced him to jail because he called his dog Buhari. Stupid things. All right. No, you know all this now. And then when you see people like that coming around to want to be your president, they want to contest to be governor, you know that when you put them in power, they will come and become monsters to you. Is it not time for you to start running away from them? Like Bola is doing, like Buhari did. We live in a dictatorship in Nigeria. Any person who cannot tolerate criticism, when you lead a people, people are going to say things. But when you see police, army, DSS, overzealous as always, but those who are shy of chasing Boko Haram, or those who work with Boko Haram to destroy Nigeria, but we hound the ordinary Nigerian for expressing himself, like the girl who said Tinubu was the worst president. Even the NYSC punished her by extending her service term. All right? Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu a good president? You answer. He's a terrible president. He's a drug dealer, certificate forger, and an identity thief, paired with a terrorist, in whose house those who masterminded the bombing of the United Nations building that killed several people in 2011 was arrested. Is that something to be celebrated? Why should I celebrate Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Because he's their rogue president. He's not my president. I say it. So I come to Nigeria, you want to arrest me? You are crazy. He's a bad president. But our law enforcement agencies, they don't work when they should work. Rufai stood and insulted the whole of Nigeria. They could not arrest him. The Sharia law that they do, a small boy, a young boy, who was so hungry, stole cell phone in Adamawa State. You know what they did to him? They amputated his two arms, chopped up his two arms. But politicians, high-profile politicians from Nigeria, who stole budgets, who stole billions of naira, one who stole 80 billion naira, and went the following day to be given a chieftaincy title by the Emir of Kano. The Sharia law did not apply to him. So if you are a Muslim in the north or anywhere in Nigeria, the Sharia law is against the poor. Ask yourself, how many rich people have they used the Sharia law to punish? You who follow them blindly. So that's why it's time for you to rebel, because they are no good. They don't represent your interests. They represent their interest. The Sharia law is to scare the hell out of you, so you'll be scared of them. So you'll be scared of you'll be scared of asking them questions. They are liars, Nigerian elites, political elites. Yeah. We want a Nigeria that will be free. And the only way Nigeria can be free is when you elect people who have brains, people who can think, people who can work, people who can punish criminals. You see how lawless Nigeria is? Why is it that Boko Haram will come into a community, shoot up and kill everybody there, and nobody is arrested? It's lawlessness. Yes. That's to tell you how failed Nigeria is. And the reason we must wake up as a people to take our country, take it by whatever means necessary right now. An election, as they say 2027, an election is not going to cut it for Nigeria. Because the damage they have inflicted on Nigeria is enormous. An election will not fix Nigerian problem. Nigeria deserves a revolution. All right, with this, I say goodbye and much love to all of you who tuned in. And I'm calling on all of you to wake up and do your best. And for those who have not subscribed to our channel, please do so and invite some other people to be part of the Open Nigeria movement. Without that movement, without action, we are not going anywhere. I'm telling you the truth. We are not going anywhere. Nigeria will continue to run a rat race. And we want this rat race to be over. We are tired. I don't know if you are tired as I am. I am tired of supporting young people who are able-bodied. They have finished school. They want to work, but they can't find a job to do because of the corrupt Nigerian system. Yes, I want Nigerians who will be able to wake up to demand accountability from their leaders. And that is exactly the type of Nigeria we want. If we don't have that kind of Nigeria, we will continue to be ruled like animals. And this is what they think we are. They don't think that we are worth anything. That is why they do whatever they do to us, and then we are not able to fight back. It is time for us to let them know that we are not animals. It is time to let them know that we are not those rabbits that they thought we were. It is time to let them know that we indeed are the owners of Nigeria and not they, the oppressors. So what are we going to do? Wake up and stand up. Stand up for your right. Now, I don't know how many I am able to read. It's so much to read, the statements that you guys made. Let me see. Somebody just sent me a message. Please, address some of these questions. Let me see how many I am. I am able to. Okay, Chukwu Ebuka, to reach me. Okay, if you are still here, to reach me. Let me see. Let me type it. Anybody who wishes to reach me, you can reach me here. Let me see here. Let me type it out. So, to reach ONN, to contact ONN, to contact us at ONN. Us at ONN. Yeah, call the number 713. Call or text, call or text. Call, text. Call, text 713 281 5435 or email ONN Network 1 at gmail.com. Okay. All right. Okay. .com. All right. Yes. So to connect to contact us at ONN, call or text 713-281-5435 or email onnetwork1@gmail.com. Yes, you can share it. That's fine. Share it. That's fine. All right. Thank you very much. And all of you. Wow, 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 wow. Yes. It's a lot. Man. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. We have to be allowed to choose the persons to lead us at different levels of government. That's Efuna Obi Uba. Thank you very much, my friend. And wow. This is a lot. Okay, let me address. I know how many Nigerians in Russia that vowed never to go back to Nigeria. Yeah, there are so many of us, but I don't think that is a solution. This is from Isaacson. I don't think that is a solution. What we should do is to build a diaspora movement to, influence action in Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria has been bastardized so much. There is no doubt. In everywhere. In fact, I was. It makes me bleed a lot of time the way Nigeria is. But that is the country we have. We have to make it work. And it requires action from all of us. It requires sacrifices. We must be willing to make that sacrifice. Nigeria can be open and Nigeria can be free. And it is going to take nobody but all of us, die-hard Nigerian patriots, to make Nigeria the country we want to see it be. Bye for now, and I love you guys. And again, if you have not subscribed, I saw thousands, no less than 10,000 people are watching me right now. Out of 10,000 people, come on people, you watched us, why not just give us one subscription each? 1,000 people subscribe to ONN. That would be historic. We'll love it. And what does that do? It helps us get more recommendations to be seen by other people via YouTube. Do us that favor. And again, like I said, if you want to deepen our relationship, you like what we do, and you want to support our work, please do so by donating whatever you can in terms of super thanks of any amount of money that you can afford. We will seriously appreciate it and put it in good use to expand our message and reach more people. Bye for now, and much love.